This is the KTLA Morning News.
Yes, there's nothing like summertime tomatoes. This morning, Susan Hall from the Tomato Growers Association joins us with a sample of all these great things. Look at them, Barbara.
Wow, I didn't know there were so many kinds of tomatoes. Good morning, Susan.
Hi,
Welcome.
good morning. Well, the first tomato we have here is the hothouse tomato, which is really, really popular right now. And the Roma tomato, the regular tomato, and the famous Brenda Wilson tomato.
Really?
Yes.
And who is Brenda Wilson?
Brenda Wilson is someone who grows tomatoes in the San Fernando Valley, where we actually, at the Tomato Growers Association, lease out people's homes, like their property in the back, because the soil is so incredibly fertile in Shadow Hills.
What kind of soil do you need to grow tomatoes? I mean, what's the best kind of soil?
Well, it's very technical, but it's very moist.
Very moist soil.
So my clay wouldn't be too good. So you have to put additives in the soil to grow a good tomato.
You need to go to a gardener shop and get the bag.
Now, do you, okay, you're part of the, as a member of the Tomato Growers Association, do people call you? I mean, if you're having trouble with growing a tomato, or you can call and say?
Yes, they will call. And this new breed, there's a rose tomato that's out right now that a Dr. now in Beverly Hills is growing. It's a hybrid, and you can't even get them because as soon as they're off the vine, they are shipped to Japan immediately, and they're like going for $500 a piece.
See what I do?
They smell like a rose and they taste like a watermelon.
No kidding.
I'm constantly trying to genetically re-engineer my tomatoes to make sure that they, I get them big and plump and juicy.
Another thing is people, and the cherry tomatoes too, we have this, is another thing, people don't know how to store tomatoes. They think when you come home from the grocery store that you should just take them and put them in the refrigerator.
Right.
That is absolutely not true.
In the drawer, in those boxes?
Forget it. Freezer.
Really?
Freezer.
No kidding.
Yeah, when you go to work in the morning, you should take them out, de-thaw them, and then when you come home to make a salad, you chop them up. And if you forget, I know he's looking at me, if you forget, you can always just put them in the microwave and defrost them like a piece of chicken.
No kidding, and it'll still have it.
3 minutes.
It'll still be juicy.
Well, okay, the red ones you can, freeze up to 8 hours. The yellow ones, which I don't have, 2 to 4 max, and these indefinitely. But if you're going to freeze those, you have to pack them with cotton. These.
Oh, no kidding.
Because if you
Why
pack
is that?
these, well, because if you pack them with cotton, you just stuff them in like this, they'll just last indefinitely in the freezer.
I guess the cotton absorbs the extra water. Now, what's the difference
here.
between a hothouse, we'll let Carlos try that, a hothouse tomato and a regular tomato? I mean, these are both the same types of tomato, the same species or whatever?
Yeah, but they taste different.
Okay, but a hothouse tomato, it's actually raised in a hothouse? I mean, what does that mean?
A hot house.
That's it.
But to tell you the truth, I'm not even into tomatoes.
Yeah,
I'm really not. I'm into tomato juice.
That's...
Okay. I have one more quick. No, there's a big argument going on in our booth. Is a tomato a fruit or a vegetable?
It's a vegetable.
See, there you go.
Unless you get that rose tomato by Dr. Evo. Now, that could be
That's
one way
kind
or
of
the
a
other.
fruit.
Little.
And how do we find out more about the tomato?
Call what, Dr.
Dr. Evo.
You can call his office. He's in Beverly Hills, Dr. Evo now.
There you go.
He mixes rose bushes and tomatoes and gets the rose tomato. I mean, it is the most incredible thing. I'm telling you, there's a wait list from Japan to get it. They can't ship them quick enough.
What dietary benefits are there? I mean, they're just water, aren't they? I mean, 90% water?
Yeah, but it's the flavor. The whole thing is the flavor. That's why they're growing them in that soil.
I like them with a little salt.
Well, Susan, I know the Tomato Growers Association is happy to see you here, and we'll get an 800 number for those who do have questions about growing tomatoes.
So if I plant some now, when will they start?
6 months, a year.
Oh, that long. Oh,
All
man,
right.
what a drag. Wish we
Well,
could
tomato growers.
You need to
in the
get to the
microwave.
gardening store. Yeah.
get my bag.
And I'm going to go home and drink some tomato juice.
Get my bag.
Dr. Susan Hall. We'll be right back.